Hi there! The Northeast Indiana Farm to School team is proud to share our Harvest of the Month video series. In each video, we will visit a different farm in Northeast Indiana to learn where our food comes from. We will be able to meet our farmers and learn how they grow each of our Harvest of the Month fruits and vegetables. Welcome to Orchard Hill Farms. This farm is located in Noble County, Indiana, near the town of Kendallville. Did you know that a farm that grows fruit trees is called an orchard? This large orchard has been growing apples for over 50 years. Today, we will learn how this family uses this orchard to grow apples, pick the apples from the trees, and wash, sort, and package them for your family to buy. Orchard Hill Farms is a large orchard covering over 70 acres of land. 1 acre is the same size as a football field. That means 70 acres is the size of an entire small town. This is Rick Meyer. His family owns Orchard Hill Farms, and he has been a fruit grower at this orchard his whole life. Let's listen to Farmer Rick tell us about his apple orchard.
My mom and dad bought this farm in the early 70s, and it was just a grain farm at the time. And we slowly planted it to apples, and I grew up in the business while helping them build it.
Farmer Rick's mother, Hertha Meyer, founded Orchard Hill Farms in 1969 with Rick's dad, and she still works at this orchard every day.
I like what I do, and I'm passing on this and sharing the information because there's so much wonder to growing things.
Okay, we grow 32 varieties of apples. Now, most people don't realize there are that many varieties of apples. There are, in fact, over 2,500 varieties of apples grown in the United States. Worldwide, there's over 7,000 varieties of apples. Some of the apples that we grow include Gala, Honeycrisp, Fuji, Braeburn, McIntosh, Jonathan, Gold Delicious, Red Delicious. In addition to apples, we also grow plums and cherries and pears on this farm.
Let's learn how apples grow.
Let me show you how apples grow. All right, if we look at this branch right here, if you look and see these little pointy silver things are buds. Okay, the buds grow this summer. Those are the buds for apples next year. The bud grows this summer. It will be out here all winter. Then next spring, this is where the flower comes from that you see in the spring. A bee will pollinate the flower, and then that flower will mature into an apple.
Do you know the best way to pick an apple?
Let me show you how we pick an apple. When we pick an apple, we never just pull on it. It doesn't come off very easily. But if you grab the apple gently and twist it, it'll snap off, and that way you can pick the apple without bruising it.
Orchard Hill Farms grows over 23,000 apple trees, and each tree can grow over 500 apples. That means Orchard Hill Farms grows about 10 million apples each year. That's a lot of apples.
We sell a lot of our apples right here on the farm. We have many people who come from all around our neighborhood and our area to come buy their apples here at our farm. But we also wholesale our apples to grocery stores. Our largest customer is Walmart. All the apples are picked in September and October, but we don't finish selling them to the stores until January, so they are stored in our cooler or in the store's warehouse until they're on the store shelf.
Let's watch what happens to the apples after they're picked.
In order to get the apples out of the bin, gently and quickly and easily, the bin is submerged under water. The apples float out of the bin. Then the apples have a quick inspection before they go in the washer. The washer uses warm, soapy water to wash the apples with some soft brushes. Then the apples are dried in a drying tunnel with heat lamps. The apples are then inspected for quality under these bright lights. After the apples pass under the bright lights, the defects are picked out and placed into the machinery, which either they get boxed for sale in the store, or they get sized and placed back in bins for use in processing for cider. The good apples continue down the line. They enter the bright light tunnel where we have a camera. The apples rotate under the camera. I get about 20 images of each apple. After exiting the lights, the apples are weighed. Every apple gets weighed. The computer now knows the size and the color of each apple, and based on the size and color, it determines where the apple is going to exit the line. When the apple gets to the appropriate spot, the apple is flicked off the chain. The blue brush is not to polish the apple. That's already done. The blue brush catches the apple and lets it down gently. I love eating apples in any form. I love eating them fresh. I love apple pie. I love apple dumplings. I love apple sauce. If you can make something out of an apple, I'm going to like it.
Do you love apples? Share your Apple Crunch photos and stories with us at the hashtag #NEIAppleCrunch.
Oh, that's good.
Thanks for visiting Orchard Hill Farms with us today. And we can't forget to thank our farmers, like Farmer Rick, for growing delicious food for us all to eat.